Hello Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. It's Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and it's time for November readings. I've got a new deck, or at least a new deck to me, and it's fairly new this year. Just published this spring in 2024. This is the Star Maiden Tarot. So it's an adorable deck. This is not your reading, just pulling out some cards here so you can see the adorableness, beautiful colors, and really adorable theme. So I'll pull your actual reading in just a bit, but first, the preamble. This is a general reading for a general Gemini audience, so we'll talk about whatever comes up. It's not quite the same as a one-to-one reading, so it may really resonate with you this month. It may resonate a little bit. It may resonate a little bit later in the month because it may be predictive, so you might not recognize the themes quite yet, and it might kick in a little bit later. Or it may be that one of your other placements is really resonant. So be sure to check the videos for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. But whatever the case, take what resonates and just leave the rest. I offer these readings and these messages with love and respect, but the cards do not compel, they do not comply, or force you to follow any sort of guidance or messages. They're just offered with love and for support. So take what resonates, leave the rest. And here we go. I'm going to get into a nice long shuffle for you. If you've been here before, Gemini, you know that I tend to fast forward the video over the shuffling part simply because I just don't like to chit chat over that bit. I like to really focus on the shuffling and the upcoming messages. So I will catch up with you as I'm about to lay out the reading. Okay, I'll see you in just a bit. Okay, Gemini, let's see what we've got for November. Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Death card. So this looks like a lot of change. The Death card, of course, is transformation. We're always reminded of that episode of The Simpsons, right? Most of us who are tarot fans know that the Death card is not about a literal physical death, but it's more about transformation. And there's that episode of The Simpsons where Lisa goes to the tarot reader and at the carnival, and the tarot reader reminds her that the Death card is, kind of a happy card. And then Lisa gets the happy squirrel, and then the tarot reader is horrified. If you're not familiar with that episode of The Simpsons, you should check it out. It's good stuff. But I digress. If you've been here before, you know that I read this particular card as like the main theme. It's not the only thing that's going to happen to you in November, but this is a pretty heavy hitter, right? Again, it's not a tragic card. It's not pertaining to a literal death. It's pertaining to a metaphorical transformation. And the major arcana cards, like the Death card, do hit across sort of every facet of your life. So it's hitting some significant portion of you in and of your essence, so that it has to hit, your job, career, if you're in a job, career, place, or if you're a student, kind of your student life. It'll affect relationships with romantic partners if you have that sort of situation, your dating life if you're in that sort of situation, your friends, family, all that kind of stuff. It's a significant card, of course, the Death card. But I always think of this one as, that phase when the little internal clock goes off in the caterpillar, and the caterpillar recognizes it's time to climb up onto a leaf or a twig or something and start spinning that cocoon. It's time to leave kind of like the crawling life and become a being that flies. And maybe you're about to become a butterfly, or maybe you're about to become a moth, maybe you're about to find out. Maybe you don't know which way you're going to go, but there's a significant transformation that's ahead, and your life is about to be transformed. In this particular version of the Death card, we see, let's see if we can get this in better focus. We even see the central character of Death almost as maybe the character in crossing the river Styx. I forget the chariot, or the I don't know if it's a gondolier or whoever that character is that pilots the boat across the river Styx. But it's taking a journey from one plane of existence to another plane of existence, or in the caterpillar example, going from a creature that crawls along the earth to a creature that now lives primarily in the sky. So it's a whole other way of being in the world, a whole other sort of transporting yourself through the world. And I also love in this particular depiction, this central character has a sort of a romantic feel about themselves. This character seems to be enjoying the journey, maybe has an idea of where they want to go. Like they might be meeting someone special wherever they're going. I love that idea. And they're not in the dark. They literally have a light, just like the hermit has a light. This character also has a light. Also in the tarot, water signifies the emotions. So this is also suggesting that this character is flowing with their emotions, not against their emotions. The flower also kind of hints at that as well, that they're working with their emotions. So whatever this transformation is, the root of it is going along with a sense of satisfaction. It is flowing with, the current of emotions, not against. It's not a desert. It's not happening because of a loss of life. The change is happening because it's a new phase of existence. Like in the example of the caterpillar isn't dying because the caterpillar doesn't have life anymore. The caterpillar has to change because it's that time now. The caterpillar has to be something else now. Okay, I've belabored this idea. I think wherever you're at, Gemini, wherever you're moving to, you know, it's going to be different for different Gemini, right? But you know where you have to move to, where you may be moving from and where you may be moving to, or just that you need to move on. But we get a hint here with the Page of Wands. Now, I do read pages as messages and messengers, but it's not just like the outside world is inviting you along. It's you know, the suit of wands is the suit of ambition and sort of drive, and there's a little bit of ego here too. It's the thing, it's where we get excited and jazzed, and so there are messages, or there's kind of an interface with the outside world here in that place that gets you excited. So you might be sought out or seeking out or having conversation with groups or others, maybe creative groups or places where you can explore your creativity. This could be going on, exploring higher learning, going back to school, and this could also be echoed over here with the Page of Wands, another messenger, another sort of place or forum for conversation. This could also be social media, a place to exchange ideas with like-minded individuals. Both of these pages suggest not only messages and conversations or invitations about projects that excite you, or associations that excite you, places or forums to share ideas. But these are kind of like new chapters for you to explore this new era. So this new butterfly phase, this new moth phase, or whatever kind of new environments that your new journey is letting you explore. So some of you may literally join a specific group, like with the wands, and the wands being associated with creativity. This could be something like something artistic, like a theater group or a band or a photography class. Wands can also be associated with athletic endeavors. This could be training for a marathon, a yoga class, something like that. This page could be going back to school. It could be learning about improving your social media presence, taking a writing class. They don't necessarily have to be established classes. They could be casual research, YouTube videos, that sort of thing. Finally, we have the Queen of Wands here. This would be someone, possibly Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone friendly, kind of fiery, charming, a little bossy, little sassy, comfortable in front of a crowd or a group. She has something for you. If she's not a friendly collaborator, she has something for you, like it might be just advice, like mentorship advice or friendly advice, but it might be something tangible, like a gift or it could be something like a job or a job offer or a job, like insider information, like a job tip, something like that. But she's got kind of bossy energy, and she has something to offer you, something to offer you to help you flourish, something you hadn't considered, like a way to see yourself, or a position, like a role you hadn't seen for yourself, or a way of defining yourself you hadn't yet considered. Especially for those of you who are looking for a job or are looking to tweak your portfolio or resume or something like that. I think this particular character is going to be very helpful. I mean, it could even be just your mom or a college friend or something like that. But this person sees you in a way that you don't fully see yourself. And especially as you're evolving in this new way, it's like this person has words to define you, or has a role to offer you that you wouldn't have considered for yourself, or you wouldn't have asked for yourself. And this is, you know, going to be different for different Gemini, but this Queen of Wands has something to offer, and it has something to do with how you define yourself, or your role that you hadn't yet considered for yourself. So Gemini, this is a big month of evolution for you. Enjoy the ride. Please take care of yourself. Until next time, bye for now.